Welcome or welcome back to WatchAdvisor on YouTube. It's Alexander speaking, your host, and on your screen you see on the left side the IWC Schaffhausen Pilot's Watch Chronograph Top Gun Edition Lake Tahoe. And on your right side in green color the IWC Schaffhausen Pilot's Watch Chronograph Top Gun Edition Woodland.
Don't forget to subscribe and to hit the bell to get our latest notifications.
So normally I don't do this to quote press kits or to copy and paste anything out of press kits, because I do of course have my own opinion and I leave this copy paste exercises and quoting exercises to other colleagues. But today I make an exemption of the rule and I will quote something, because I had a little bit difficulties to explain these colors. So I will quote from Christoph Grainger-Herr, the CEO of IWC Schaffhausen, and Christian Knoop, the creative director of IWC Schaffhausen, to explain you guys what you see on your screen. So these new chronographs not only underscore IWC's long-standing and extensive experience in the fields of in-house chronographs and advanced materials. The white and green ceramic used for the cases also illustrates the current evolution of Top Gun from a collection primarily focused on performance to a bold style statement and an expression of a distinct way of life. Voila, that was Christoph Grainger-Herr. And now let me quote Christian Knoop, the creative director of IWC Schaffhausen. The color codes of US Navy uniforms and the landscapes used as training grounds by naval aviators have inspired our new chronographs. In an unprecedented engineering process, we have developed two completely new ceramic colors, Lake Tahoe white and Woodland green, and matched meticulously all other components of the watches to these new shades. That's what Christian Knoop said about the watches. And if I continue reading in the press kit, I then tumble over some more information concerning the colors. And let me quote this also. Lake Tahoe is located not far from the Naval Air Station Fallon, home to the US Navy's legendary Top Gun school. Straddling the borders between California and Nevada, this mountainous area is frequently used as a training ground by the pilots of the fighter weapons school. The winter landscapes around these freshwater lakes, as well as the white US Navy uniforms, have influenced the color from the Lake Tahoe chronograph. This is now for you to understand why a chronograph is called Lake Tahoe and is not blue, or at least in a color that refers more to water. So the chronograph is called Lake Tahoe, but refers to the naval uniforms, the white uniforms, the gala uniforms, and to the snow you have in winter. I wouldn't have needed any explanation why the white one is white and the green one is green. I just have to say they look gorgeous, especially the white one. As many of you know who follow what I'm doing, green is not my really favorite color. I know some will yell now and say, Alexander, that's the future. And some will say, oh, finally a green. Yes, I know green is very popular. And yes, I know you like green. I am sure you do. I don't like it, or it's not my favorite. I'm not in any kind of war situation with green, if you want, if we're talking about military watches. No, I simply don't like the color, that's all. It's not my color, but I more and more I see the two watches, and I have them now for a couple of days in my home. I fall in love with the white one. That watch wears really cool. It's outstanding. When you wear that watch, you first think, oh, come on, what are you doing here? Such a bold white watch on your wrist. It is cool. Okay, let me then also start with the white one, explaining you diameter, thickness, lug to lug, etc. of these IWC watches, and I'll be back. Lake Tahoe, the white one, referring to the winter landscapes around Lake Tahoe and the white uniforms of the naval officers. So, white ceramic case, diameter is 44.5 millimeter. And yes, guys, if you're now asking yourself, oh, is he scratching the watch? No, he's of course not. This is my Bergeron pointer in hard plastic, made, Swiss made, and you can order it from the website if you type in the reference number 7010, and you can buy this online and you will see that it is hard plastic and of course cannot scratch anything I touch with it. Okay, so let's come back. 44.5 millimeters is the diameter of that ceramic case. The thickness of the case is 15.7, and I'm focusing on a stainless steel push pieces and a stainless steel crown where you see the Probus Scarfusia logo, the IWC Schaffhausen logo engraved on it. In earlier times, you would have seen a fish on it, indicating that the watch is waterproof, and if I continue to turn the watch around, you will discover the fish. The fish is still there, but no longer on the crown. Here you see a fish, and it says 6 bar, so this case is waterproof to 60 meters. The case back you see here is titanium. Stainless steel, the push pieces, titanium is the material of the case back. And yep, interesting for you, of course, what is the lug to lug distance? I've been measuring from one end to the other end of the lugs. It's a 54 millimeter. Yes, since the watch has no see-through case back, it features also a soft iron inner case that gives this watch a particular anti-magnetic performance, and the watch is almost 80,000 ampere meters or 1000 Gauss anti-magnetic, resisting magnetic fields up to 1000 Gauss. It could be a little bit less. This needs to be specified then, since you have 2 holes in the dial indicating yes the date and the day. That could lower this number I just have been giving you a little bit, but this is something I would have say yes, it would lower the figure a little bit, but it's up to 1000 Gauss. But this is okay. It's a super watch. It's a pilot's chronograph, and you can use it also closer to magnetic fields. So what more to say? The watch, as you see it here, with a stainless steel folding clasp, has a weight of 138 grams. It features a white rubber strap with a nice texture on it. If we turn it around, I can show you the other side. I especially like the end here, the end of it, where it says made in Austria. Yes, it's made in Austria. It's made by Hirsch, one of the worldwide leading manufacturers of straps. That company is an Austrian company, but really they are providing the industry with some of the very, very best straps. So once again here, let me quickly show you. You have the 2 loops, and yes, and at the end you have that folding clasp with the prominently engraved IWC Schaffhausen logo. You open it, and let me quickly turn it around and show you. In there you see that's in the engraving, IWC Schaffhausen. Now let us focus on the Woodland edition, the green, military green look. We have identical figures. I can quickly repeat that. The case diameter is 44.5. The thickness, as I just said before, is 15.7, and the lug to lug distance is 54, measured of course from one end to the other end of the lugs. What you see here is a ceratanium case back. That is this IWC developed and patented material that is a combination of titanium and ceramics. Light, very light and almost unscratchable, so that's ceratanium. Also, the Woodland edition features push pieces and the crown made out of ceratanium. And you again see nicely, when I hold it correct into my camera, you see that also here you have the Probus Scarfusia logo engraved on the crown. And as I said before, in the early days of those chronographs and watches, we would have found a fish, but the fish has been replaced since a while by the Proboscis Fusio logo, but the fish is still prominently visible and has not left IWC watches yet. You see here, that's the fish, and you see again 6 bars, so the watch is waterproof up to 60 meters. The watch features a nice combination of tissue and rubber, a matching color tissue and a rubber strap. Very, very nice surface, looks good, feels good. On the back side, yes, it is similar to what you have seen first with the white, the Lake Tahoe edition. And also here, I have to mention it because I'm really proud. There is written made in Austria again. The strap manufacturer here is Hirsch. I'm proud that we in Austria have such a successful manufacturer who is providing the industry, as I said before, with some of the very, very best straps and technologies if brands need them. As you see here, the combination of rubber and tissue. Wow, cool. So, pin buckle is also made out of ceratanium. So, same material as the push pieces and the crown. So, it is ceratanium here being used by IWC Schaffhausen for the pin buckle. What do you see on the dial of these chronographs? It's the same. I'm using the green one to show you. So you have the running second positioned at 6 o'clock. You have the hour counter positioned at 9 o'clock, a 12-hour counter, and there is a 30-minute counter positioned at 12 o'clock. Furthermore, you have the date and the day. I have been setting it to Tuesday the 8th. Why? I don't know, just for fun. I always try to play around a little bit with day indications. Yep, what you already see clearly for those who are a little bit aware of what's going on underneath the dial, you see the size of the chronograph movement. Yes, this is the date ring, and the date ring is located on the outside of the movement. So that's probably approximately the size of the movement. So it is smaller than its case. Here you can cheat a little bit with the design by making those sub-counters bigger, so you can work a little bit with design, but with the date and day indication, yes, that's almost always the way to show or to indicate you how small or how big a movement is. And in this case, you see here, this is the date ring, and I will follow around, and this is approximately the size of that chronograph movement. It's an in-house chronograph movement called 69380, a column wheel chronograph movement, a in-house developed and manufactured movement that has replaced all the Valjoux 7750 movements. They are no longer using them at IWC Schaffhausen. It is their own basic movement they are now using, and it's a very good and a very reliable movement they have been developing over the years to replace those Valjoux movements in their chronographs. From this angle you can see that it is a slightly domed sapphire crystal IWC Schaffhausen uses. It has an anti-reflective treatment on both sides, inside and the outside. And of course, it is a glass that is secured against displacement by drop in air pressure. Yes, this is something IWC always implements, that technology, imagining that the fact if you are in a pressurized cabin and all of a sudden you have a loss of pressurization, and this would really literally suck out the glass of the case, and there is a special protection to keep the glasses in their cases if this happens. So this is, it is necessary. It's a pilot's watch, still a pilot's watch. It is lifestyle in a way, but still a pilot's watch, and it is a beautiful one. I have fallen in love. I shouldn't say it, but I've really fallen in love. Look at this white chronograph. It is beautiful. I couldn't have imagined that such a bold white watch would really make it. Yeah, I love it. It's cool. Okay, let's discuss it in the comment section. Maybe you think, oh, he got crazy now. What is he talking about? How can one wear such a bold white chronograph? Look at the wrist shots. Look at the wrist shots. It looks cool. It looks cool. Now the summer is on the way. So I could imagine to wear that watch in summer with some cool outfit. Okay, but let's discuss green or white, white or green, Woodland or Lake Tahoe. What do you think? In the comment section, please use it and tell me, share with me what you think. The cases feature a screw-in crown. Yes, I will show you on here. You screw and then you see you can and yeah, you know what I like? This is really IWC engineering. You have a wonderful, incredible haptic you get when you unscrew the crown. This is massive. It's a huge crown, and imagine how thin the tube is and how thin the entire mechanic is that links the outside to the movement. And still, it's incredible. That's really IWC engineering, and yep, heads off, I have to say. Also, the feeling when you wind the watch is gorgeous. So, yep, congratulations. So now what I want to show you, of course, is second position. Yep, what you see now. The running second stop, so you can precisely set the watch if you want. Of course, also the central second hand stops if the chrono is operating as it was first. That is the case. So now you can see time change. But I wanted to do something else. I wanted to take away the hands to be able to show you the date and the date change a little bit. So you can see how these various indications look like if I forward them. Let me start by the date. Watch closely. You see how these digits look like if you change them. How quickly Ronnie flew to come back to the 8 again. So you have again the possibility to see this, very much like this 31st. Okay, let quickly the central second hand pass over. Okay, bye-bye, Mr. Central second hand. Now we have the chance to see the change from the 31st to the 1st. That's how it looks like. I will go back to the 8, where we have been before. And now I turn the other way around, and we will see Wednesday, we see Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday again. Voila! This is how it looks like. And what comes now? Yes, you know, I will pull out the crown in the second position. I will show you the date change around midnight. As always, I set the watches to something like 10 past 10. Oh, I have to quickly close again the central second hand. The counterweight of it was covering some of my, something I wanted to show. This is the counterweight, by the way, the little back thing. It's exactly calculated so that it's perfectly balanced. But now we have perfect view on the date, and I will continue to turn. And we are approaching 9 o'clock in the evening, we are approaching 10 o'clock in the evening, we are going on 11 o'clock in the evening, and now you can already see movement. Yep, both discs are already moving a little bit, so it's not an instantaneous change here. You see, we are close to midnight, and you see what happens. Yep, but this is nice. Thus, it starts earlier but finishes precisely at midnight, and you saw when the minute hand passed over midnight, we had the date change to Wednesday the 9th. That's really fascinating. I'm filling in bright sun here, and there are absolutely no reflections on coming from the sapphire crystal, the slightly domed sapphire crystal. I said it before, it features an anti-reflective treatment on both sides, and what IWC here does is really is stunningly beautiful, and I think it is the way how it should be done on every watch. you get the impression that there is no sapphire crystal at all. And when I look from my angle above the camera on the dial, it looks gorgeous. I have the impression that there is no sapphire crystal. You look directly onto that. But what was the purpose of showing you the watch again? It is, I am here, I've been screwing out the crown in the winding position, and I wanted to tape this absolute gorgeous noise when you wind the watch. First of all, I said before, it's an incredible haptical feedback you get. But now I will take away my microphone, position it close to the watch. You will see it on your screen, and I will take the click click click, the winding sound of that watch. It's worth being heard. Attention. So do you agree that sound? Yeah, I think it was, or let me put it that way, that is as it should be. That's a very nice sound when you wind the watch. The haptic is good, the sound is good. Gives you a perfect feedback coming from your watch. And anyhow, I always say that, automatic watches are nice to have. By the way, I didn't mention it before, 46 hours of power reserve. And maybe also good to know, it's a 4 Hz chronograph, 28800 semi-oscillations coming from the balance wheel, so 4 Hz. But what I wanted to say, 46 hours of power reserve, that could be more, yes, but end of the day, isn't it a kind of very intimate moment when you wind your watch? You know, think about it, you take your watch, it was somewhere waiting for you, you come and you say, hello baby, how are you, how have you been, everything okay? And then the watch stopped and you unwind the crown. Isn't it a very intimate moment? I would say yes, it is. I always think it is something that is only in between me and my watch. So for me, it's a very special moment to wind the watch, to pull out the crown in the second position, to set it again, to have these special moments with it, because then it is only, but it is on your wrist showing you the time, but you never interact really with it. Besides, okay, you can do some start and stop exercises, of course. You could time something if you would want to time it. That's always possible. But same here. You can do some timing exercises. You stop the chronograph, check, and you make reset to 0, and you start the chronograph again. Okay, that's something, but winding is intimate. Setting the date, setting the day, setting the time. I like it, so 46 hours, yes, could be better, but end of the day. Enjoy these moments with your watch, and Now, have you seen the wrist shots? You have seen the watch on my wrist, you've seen how it looks like. I have to say, once again, and please, this is my personal opinion, my very personal opinion. Green is not my cup of coffee, or is not my favorite color. Green is cool, absolutely cool. It is in line with a military chronograph. It is in line with Top Gun. It is in line, with being more stealth. You also see that the colors of the numbers and indexes are very decently applied in a more lighter green to have less contrast, less reflections, etc., etc. Using ceratanium as the push pieces. Also, it's a matte surface, no reflections, so the watch will probably be perfect. But still, we are not going on any aircrafts, we are not going any missions, we're just buying those chronographs for fun because we like them, because they are cool watches. And I have to say, then the white one, excuse me, Mr. Green, you have to slide out of my screen. Oh, Mr. Green, slide out of my screen, nice. And I have to say, Mr. Lake Tahoe, I love it, it's a cool chronograph. Come on, guys, that's a gorgeous, cool chronograph. The contrast, white and black, is so extreme. And this white uniform, I have, I remember that film with Richard Gere when he finally after all the torture he goes through. Where's that white uniform? It looks so good. Yeah, it's a white uniform. Cool. Or white ceramic case, referring to white US Navy officers' uniforms. So this is how I have to say it. It's cool. I very much like it. If you have the occasion in IWC boutique or wherever you encounter such a watch, go and try it out. Green versus white, you will see. You will make up your personal mind. Let me know, share your thoughts, of course, with me, because I'm very curious to know if you like the white one or not. I do very much. So now price-wise, price-wise. The white one is sold for 9,900 euro, including VAT. The watch is not limited, but IWC Schaffhausen says the limited annual production is 1,000 pieces. It's not a limited watch, but there is a limited annual production. So same applies to the green Woodland edition. The Woodland edition, due to the fact that IWC uses terratanium also on the case back and push pieces, etc., it is sold for 10,900 euro, including VAT. And again here, let me bring the white one also to your screens in the background. Yeah, again, 1,000 pieces made, not the limitation, of course, but 1,000 pieces made and limited to production. So there we go. I will do a last setup of the watches, making them smile on your screen before I say goodbye. Let me quote once again Christian Knoop, the creative director of IWC Schaffhausen. The colors, the color codes of US Navy uniforms and the landscapes used as training grounds by naval aviators have inspired our new chronographs. There you see them on the left side. On the left side, the Woodland edition. Ceramic case. On the right side, the Lake Tahoe edition. Once again, yeah, Lake Tahoe, not blue. Not blue, gray, any colors that you would assume are corresponding to a lake. White, they have been thinking about the Lake Tahoe in wintertime with snow, etc. And of course, yeah, this is more logical, referring to the white, beautiful US Navy uniform. So, I have to say goodbye now. Hope you liked my presentation, and I'm looking very much forward to read your comments, share your thoughts with me. These chronographs, would you buy them? Ceramic is a very popular and very, it's a material that has been used now recently by many companies and is getting more and more popular. Advantage is the watches are light, the surface material is gorgeous, it feels good, it is matte, there are no reflections coming, and this white looks so good. It looks so good. Do you share that with me? Okay, bye-bye. Thanks for watching. As always, stay tuned on WatchAdvisor on YouTube, and there's much more to come soon here on our channel. Bye-bye.